So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And you are joining us for the main event, Mauricio Lara versus Josh Warrington 2, live from the Leeds Rhino Stadium. And yeah, we're going to chuck in an intro. Let's go for it.
Are you ready?
So here we go, round one. Josh Warrington, Mauricio Lara versus Josh Warrington 2. Lara, 25 fights, 23 wins, 16 knockouts against Josh Warrington, 31 fights, 30 wins, 7 knockouts. Ender, we're going to dive straight into Twitter. First round, we're straight in. Lara in white and gold, Warrington in the white and blue with the yellow slightly round the bottom. So we put the tweet out just before we came, didn't we, Ender?
We did indeed.
Lara versus Warrington, who wins? What's your predictions on Twitter? Traje Toll put desperately want Josh to win. Charlie Burley, TBE. Lara knockout for me, followed by a crowd riot. Melody Joy, shout out to Melody Joy. She's put hashtag Team Lara. Brian Cahill, we've had him come on. Lara as well. For the love of boxing, I think it could be the same as before. Windsor, reckon Warrington gets beat. John Mitchell, same again, Joel, maybe sooner than the crowd go berserk. Well, there you go, Ender. So
Yes.
The majority decision is, we had one
It's
person saying,
overwhelming for Lara there.
well, all we had was one person saying, I really hope Josh Warrington wins. They didn't actually say
That
Josh Warrington is
would
going to win. So Lingardino's come in straight away and he's put, please, Warrington, help me. By the way, that's following on from a separate conversation. He's put his bet on. And yeah, he doesn't want his pants whipped down at last minute. Ender, how are you seeing this one, mate? I know people have been waiting. What's your prediction?
This is the
Stephen, I'm going straight in with Lara by KO, says Stephen.
Okay, Stephen, don't steal my fucking thunder, bitch. Anyway, back to me. I see this. I just might have revealed my hand there, but I see this as being a repeat of the last time. I don't know if Warrington's going to have learned from his errors to not be as gung-ho and come forward, which he doesn't seem to be. He's still coming forward, and Lara is catching him. So if Lara catches him properly, he'll knock him out again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
KO Lara.
It's very difficult not to see Lara winning again, and that's the tough one. You know, Josh Warrington's gone back to his corner. He gives the nod to the corner to say, yeah, I think I did right there. Difficult round to score, to be fair, because
I'm giving it to Lara.
I thought they both came out quite well in that round.
They did, but I think Lara had more meaningful punches for me. So Lara gets the nod. But obviously in Headingley, Warrington's going to get that round.
You say that, though. It's going to be an interesting one.
I cannot see Lara getting the decision no matter what he does. So he has to knock out Warrington.
Or has to knock him down. There has to be a knockdown. There's got to be really convincing rounds, isn't there? If you know what I mean. There's got to be. But then saying that, Ebony Bridges. I went Lara first round.
Yeah, so you're
only because it was cleaner.
I know
only because it was cleaner.
The DAZN replay seemed to be very favourable towards Warrington. Not surprised.
Lingardino, it's okay, Warrington. I believe in you. Just help me. But yeah, it's a difficult one. Like people are saying, if Warrington's going to do it, it's got to be an outstanding performance on points, isn't it? That's what it's got to be. But Lara's
Well, I think
really
any
tough.
points.
He's really tough, and it's so hard to, you know. And Lawrence, that we haven't spoken to for a long time, is coming. Good to see you back, EFB man.
Thank you.
And Ant's a really lovely guy. Give him a follow on Twitter if you're a fellow tweeter. Yeah, really lovely guy, Ant. Got a lot of time for him. Thanks for coming on, mate. United 2, 1-0 Josh, caught him with the better shots. So there you go. People are going to look at it differently. Look, we've said this all night, haven't we? Stephen, has Warrington learned anything here? Like Ender said, he's still coming forward with the same game plan. And the problem is, if he's doing it now and say he has a bit of a shrug, you know, he gets shrugged off a bit and the Leeds fans go mad, it's just going to egg him on again. So, you know, Lindsay, anything could happen here, but Lara can go all night. That's the difference. I think the guy's got a bloody good engine.
Yeah, Warrington is going to get in trouble for use of his head there.
But there's a cut there on Lara's head, and it is the head of Warrington, which has made it really awkward. And it's right on the edge of the eye, isn't it? So really, it's a nasty little bugger.
Yeah, but the referee has indicated it was because of a headshot. And then Lara rocked Warrington there with a punch.
But is Warrington, he don't seem happy with his gloves, Warrington, does he? He keeps trying to adjust them. But if he works that cut, does that work in his favour, Ender?
Of course it does.
No, I mean in the sense of even if you break that cut down, even though it started with a headshot.
Yeah, because it'll have to go to points. And he's always going to win in Headingley on points. So anyway, I think it very much works in his favour.
Sorry, Joel, lost my connection then. What did you say, mate? I said, no, it's just great to have you back, mate.
Follow you.
Yeah. Yeah, we said everyone should give you a follow on Twitter. You're a top guy, and it's nice to have you back on, mate. It's been a while, but yeah, Ender's grateful for the nice message, and we appreciate it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, mate. Good to have you on. Watch everyone in the comments. Let us know your predictions for the fight.
Some excellent punches by Lara.
Yeah, Lara landed some good shots there. Definitely second round Lara.
Yes, because the only thing Warrington did there was illegally headbutt him and get a. So, and
it's bleeding quite a fair bit now.
Of course, it's bleeding. I mean, you'd have to be stupid to not know what you were doing there, because he definitely knew what he was doing.
Hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional, was it?
Warrington was very low, though.
But I don't think he went in full force into his head on purpose.
He knew what he was doing
because he was throwing a shot. That's the difference. I don't see that as intentional, and I'm not.
The cynic in me says Lara or Warrington knew what he was doing there.
Yeah, let us know in the comments how you're seeing it. Do you know? Did you see that as, the ref's looking? The ref's looking because that is horrible. That split right across well quick, isn't it, Ender?
Yeah.
They've called it.
It's over.
They've called it.
So does that go to the scorecards? Because it's only 2 rounds in. You can't have a fight on a scorecard with 2 rounds in, surely.
So there you go. They've called it.
I'm just going to turn off my mic and see what's happening.
Yeah, no worries, mate. So Ender's just going to go and see what they're saying. I'll just go through some of the comments while he's looking at it. And there was a head clash to the eye. Sorry, I'm just telling my wife at the same time. There's a head clash to the eye. and it's cut literally all the way along on Lara. And so the doctor has said no, it can't go any further. But I don't know. What's happening. Ender's going to come back to us in a sec.
Because it was a clash of heads, it's been called a technical draw.
Right. Which is really going to piss the fans off.
Yes.
So we can expect on the news later that there's riots in Leeds before we get...
Well, the fans are going a bit crazy, but I mean, Jesus,
Ant Lawrence, quickly, I will hook you up with an interview with James Lilly now that you do BKB, mate. Yeah, no problem at all. I have been speaking to him, but yeah, just speed him up a bit. That'd be great. And Ant Lawrence has put, follow me back again, EFB man.
At me and tell me, and I'll follow you then.
Yeah, he'll find you. He'll find you. So United 2 had it at 1-1 before that incident. Lingardinho, why do I feel sorry for Lara, but also want Warrington to win? Sorry, I yawned. That wasn't at your comment, Lingardinho. OMG United 2. How? Well, the cut's bad. It's not a nice cut, is it, Ender? And it literally, it just split all the way along. Warrington's gutted that that it's finished.
He doesn't seem that disappointed.
So there we go.
I'm just going to...
Johnny put, I think Lara wears him down again, just like last time, but bad cut though. Didn't look intentional to me. He won't get his title back now, is it, Joel? No, it wasn't for a title. This was the first division, wasn't it? That because Josh went up, didn't he? Didn't he go up a division? Or I think he changed weight class anyway. And this was the first
fight. No, you do not get your title back because if it's a draw,
Oh no, but there was no title. There was no title involved.
Was there not?
No, because this was the first. This was the Warrington gave up the titles, changed weight class, and then went against Lara, and that was his first fight at a different weight class.
Oh, was that because
he basically
was he supposed to fight Wood?
Didn't he relinquish the belt from the other weight class, and then he moved into this fight and lost the fight because everyone was shocked, and then that's why we got the rematch. So there was no title. Lingardinho, I give up. Even when I have a good bet, the fight finished. Surely a no contest. That's a disappointment, says Steve McGowan. Yeah, it was disappointing. It's a real shame. And Ant Lawrence, oh yeah, I'm with you, mate. Shout out to Mrs. Haley, please, Joel. Well, shout out to Mrs. Haley.
Hey, Mrs. Haley.
Hey, Mrs. Haley.
Well, that was interesting.
So there we go. A no contest. Well, it is pretty much a no contest, isn't it? It'll just go down as a draw, I suppose.
It will. A technical draw is what it'll go down as, not a no contest.
So there we have it.
So the bet's a loss unless you bet on a draw.
I won't obviously be doing any live watch-alongs next week. Next Saturday, I'm going to BKB live at the O2, and I'm in Nathan De Castro's corner. So
have a great time, Joel, and give us a report after it.
Yeah, no,
well, obviously not that night, but you know what I mean.
See if I can get some sort of video footage somewhere.
Well, you know, do like a review, a thing saying how it went in the night and all that.
Yeah. But no, there's some good interviews coming up and some great stuff coming up. So thanks to everyone for tuning in. And we've had some great comments tonight. We've had some really, really good numbers tonight, so I really appreciate it.
Shame
Ender,
about the last contest, but that's
yeah,
life.
it's already kicking off outside Leeds, so I like that. And Lawrence has put, I've just got some brownie points. Well, have some
There
more.
you go.
Thanks, Mrs. Haley.
Josh has been
Thanks for
interviewed
giving him
now.
his brownie points. He's a top lad. He deserves it.
Okie dokie.
Here, he's put, I will at you now.
Cool. Okie dokie,
And
lads.
love you guys. Legends. We'll take that.
Cheers,
On that
Anthony.
note, we're going to end the video because we can't get better than that.
Absolutely.
So,
You can't get higher praise than that.
yeah. So, Ender, thank you very much for coming on.
Cheers,
And
Joe. No problem. And see you again. Best of luck next weekend.
yeah, and I will see you soon, mate.
Yep.
You take care.
Bye bye.
See you later. Bye. And before we go, if you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button on JG's Fight Talk. Check out the rest of the content. We've got all sorts coming on. And yeah, we've got previous watch-alongs, interviews. There's the interview with Mauricio Suleiman. Check that out with the WBC president. Got some interesting stuff out of him there as well. So definitely worth a look. And thank you very much, Lingardino. Good night to you too, mate.
Yeah,
And,
shame your bets all kind of went down the swell.
On that note, we'll see you soon. Take care.
Strong
And
fall.
see you soon.
Bets
Bye.
out all out.
Are you ready?